So in the previous video we have just seen three cases of that the triangles, okay, and now we will just see some of the properties of the triangles. That is our new topic. So properties of the triangle. Here you can see in the above section you have seen two criteria for congruence triangle. Let us now apply these results to study some properties related to triangle whose two sides are equal. Here, perform the activity. Here they have given a triangle, that is, construct a triangle in which two sides are equal, say each equal to 30.5 centimeter and the third side equal to 5 centimeter. You have done such construction in earlier classes. Here I am just drawing a triangle in which the two sides are same. This is 5 centimeter and this is 3.5 and this is also 3.5 centimeter. These two sides are same and this is equal to 5 centimeter and this both are 3.5 centimeter. Okay, we have drawn this. Going further, which is here the figure 7.24, it is given a triangle in which two sides are equal is called isosceles triangle. We know that in this triangle is known as the isosceles triangle. Why? Because here you can see the two triangles. The two sides on the triangle, this side and this side are equal to each other. So means in the triangles in which the two sides are equal, then it is known as the isosceles triangle. Okay, if the three sides are equal, then it is known as the what? It is known as the equilateral triangle. Yes, and the angle, if there is 90 degree, then it is known as right angle triangle, and if it is less than 90 degree, then it is known as acute angle, and if it is more than 90 and less than 180, then it is known as obtuse angle, that we have seen in the previous classes. Okay, now here you can see, so triangle ABC of a figure 7.24 is an isosceles triangle with AB is equal to AC. Sorry, I forgot to name the triangle, that is triangle A, B and C. Here you can see the AB is equal to AC. Yes or not? Here is also 3.5 and here is also 3.5. Moving further, repeat this activity with other isosceles triangles with different sides. You may observe that it is in such triangles the angle opposite to the equal sides are equal. This is very important result, as indeed true for any isosceles triangle. It is called it's be proven shown below, that is angle theorem 7.2. Angles opposite to the equal sides of an isosceles triangles are equal. So they are telling that the angle which is opposite to the equal sides, they are always equal. How? Here the angle opposite to the equal sides are always equal. How it can be said that? So here means they are talking about this angle and this angle. This both are same. How it is same? So there is a proof given over here. See here, I am just first of all reading it. See here in the triangle that we are given an isosceles triangle ABC, and in which AB is equal to AC, and we have to prove that angle. We have to what we have to prove? We have to prove angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, then after here, let us draw a bisector of angle A and let BD as the point intersection of the bisector of angle A is equal to and BC. In here they have told us to draw a triangle, sorry, a bisector from here D. This is bisector D. Okay. Now they are telling us which angle ABD and ACD. These two angles we get yes or no. Then here we know that what we know, this is right angle because the bisector is always a 90 degree from here. Then now what is next? That is angle BAD is equal to CAD. By construction we can say that it is a bisector. So from that we can say that angle ABD and ADC are equal to each other. Why? Because it is a bisector of A. Okay, so here angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. These both are equal to each other. Then after they have given that is, sorry, not BAD and CAD. Okay, BAD and CAD. BAD and CAD, that is angle BAD is equal to angle BAC. Okay, that are, sorry, CAD, not CABAC. CAD means this angle that is BAD and angle CAD. These both are angle to each other. Why? Because here we have drawn a bisector, means if the bisector is there, if here I say that it is a 70 degree, this is 70 degree, then this should be 35 and this should also be 35. Okay, here we have drawn a bisector, means it divides that. So with the angle it is given, it will bisect and there will be two parts of it. If here it is total 80, then here it will be 40 and here it will be 40. So here they both are equal to each other. Then after in this triangle you can see there is a common arc. What is common? Here you can see AD is common. How it is common? So BAD and CAD. Here you can see AD is common in both triangles. Common on both triangles. Okay, AD is common. And then after we can see from that triangle BAD, from the triangle BAD and CAD are congruent to each other, means these both are equal in what? Angle, size and in all the things they are equal to each other. So I can write this triangle BAD is congruent to triangle CAD. So from that we can say that angle B and angle C are equal. Why? Because if the triangles are congruent, then the sides will be equal to each other. Okay, so from this we can say angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, students. Now moving further, you can see a theory part is given. Is the converse also true? That is, if the two angles of any triangles are equal, then we can conclude that the opposite sides opposite to them are also equal, perform the following activity: construct a triangle ABC and BC of any length, and angle A and angle C is equal to 50 degree. Draw the bisector of A and let it intersect BC at D, and cut out the triangle from the sheet of the paper and fold it along AD so the vertex C falls on the vertex B. What can you say about the sides AC and AB? Observe that AC covers AB completely, so AC is equal to AB. Repeat this activity with some triangles. Each time you will observe that the sides opposite to equal angles are equal. So we have the following. Here, the next theorem is the sides opposite to the equal angles of a triangle are equal. Here, they have just said reverse of it, converse of it. Here, what they have told in this theorem, they have told if the sides of the two sides of the triangles are same, then opposite angles are also same. Now they are asking that if the two angles are same, then the sides are same or not. Then we can say yes, the sides are same. Okay, students. Here in first they have told that if the two sides of the triangles are same, means there is a isosceles triangle which is like this, and then opposite angles are same. Okay, and here in the next theorem they are telling that if the two angles are same, then the sides are equal to each other or not. Okay, then it is proven that if the two angles are same, then the two sides are also same. Okay, students, moving further. Here examples are given, but I don't think so examples are cutted. Okay, so now moving further, and here you can see some more criteria of congruence triangle. Some more criteria are given, that is, you have seen earlier in this chapter that equality of three angles of one triangle to three angles of the other is not sufficient of the congruence of the two triangles. You may wonder whether equality of three sides of one triangle to the three sides of another triangle is enough for congruence of the two triangles. You have already verified in the earlier classes that it is needed to be sure. Construct two triangles with side 4 cm, 3.5 cm and 4.5 cm. Cut them out and place them on each other. Would you observe they covered each other completely? If the equal sides are placed on each other, so the triangle are congruent. Means here they are telling us, if I draw two triangles, see here I am just drawing. If I draw two triangles, here is triangle. Okay, here is triangle A, B, C, and here is another triangle that is like this. Here it is P, Q, R. Okay, if this triangle is there, this type of triangle, I have drawn another case. So this is not from textbook. See here, if I tell this is 3 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter, and this is 5 centimeter. Okay, 5 centimeter please. Okay, then after here it is PQR, and if I say this is 3 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter, and this is 5 centimeter, then this triangle are congruent to each other or not. Here the sides are same, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter. Okay, you can see the three sides are equal of both the triangles. Then the triangle is congruent or not, then yes, it is congruent. But there is one condition, that the common, thus if here it is 3 centimeter and then 3 centimeter, you have to just reverse this triangle and just put it over here, then the triangle will be same. Why? Because here 3 centimeter, the part this side should be over here, this side should be over here, and this side should be over here. Means if I just draw like this is triangle PQR. Here 3, 4, 5. Okay, I haven't write the centimeter. Okay, then if I just reverse this triangle, and you can see here 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter. Here also 3, 4, and 5. And if you just put this triangle over this, then it will close this. Just close that triangle, then they are congruent to each other, and it happens, it closed its triangle. Okay, students. Now, from this, there is one theorem, that is triple S theorem. Which? Triple S theorem. Okay, triple S theorem. Now, what happens in this? Here, in this theorem, they are telling if the three sides, means side, 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 the three sides of a triangle are equal. Obviously, the triangle has three sides only. Then, if the three sides of triangle are equal to each other, the three sides of the triangle, are equal to each other, then the triangles are congruent to each other. But there is one condition, that if here it is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQ and R, not to triangle QRP or RPQ, but it is only congruent when ABC is congruent to PQ and R. Okay, students, it is congruent to PQ and R. Now moving further, there is a description given of here. I have explained it. See here. Theorem 7.4, that is triple S congruence rule. If the three sides of a triangle are equal to the three sides of the another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Yes, this theorem can be proved by using a suitable construction. You have already seen that in the SAS congruence triangle rule, the pair of equal angles has to be included equal between the pairs of corresponding pairs of equal sides, and if this is not so, the two triangles may not be congruent. Perform this activity. They have given that. See here. There is an activity, that is, cut them out, place one triangle over the other with equal side, place on each other, turn the triangles if necessary. What would you observe? Two triangles cover each other completely, and so they are congruent. Repeat this activity with other pair of triangles. What do you observe? You will find that the two triangles are congruent if one pair of sides and the hypotenuse are equal. You have verified this in earlier class. That note that the right angle is not included angle in this case. You can arrive at the following congruence rule. Here it is RHS rule. The another one, that is RHS rule. They have given RHS congruence rules. Here I am just reading first of all. If in two right angle triangles the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are equal, then the hypotenuse and one side of the another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent to each other. Here in this theorem, that is 7.5, they are telling us that. Here I am just drawing and explaining, and then after I will read that so you can understand it easily. RHS theorem. So RHS theorem, that is, here a line is drawn from here. This line is drawn here. You can see there are four triangles. Which 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if I name this A, B, C, D, E. Okay, I have named this. Then here they are telling us that if the which RHS triangle means right angle, you can see this 4 are of right angle only. Okay, because it is the bisector of it, so it is the 90 degree. 4 angles are of 90 degree. Then H means hypotenuse, means this hypotenuse, this is hypotenuse, this is hypotenuse, and this is hypotenuse. And RHS means one of the side and one of the hypotenuse are equal. Then you can see here this, this. If this is, sorry, I have to do this. This both hypotenuse are equal and this both hypotenuse are equal to each other. Then here you can see one side is common, that is S. Here also. Then it is said that triangle AEB are equal to each other. And if I say triangle ABE and ADE are congruent to each other, and here as here CBE and CDE are equal to each other, sorry, congruent to each other, that we will learn in the RHS theorem. This is RHS theorem. Okay, RHS theorem. Here I am now just reading the description that is given over here. That is AB is a line seg, RHS congruence rule. If in two right angle triangles the hypotenuse and one side of triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Let now note RHS stands for right angle hypotenuse sides. Okay. This is the figure which I have drawn from the example number 7, which is easy to explain you. So this is the RHS theorem. Okay students, moving further, here also examples are cut, and here we reach to the inequalities in a triangle. Inequalities in the triangle. So the inequalities in the triangle that you will see in the next video. What you just do is, in your homework, read and write the theorems which we have done today. You have to just read and write the theorems one times in your book. Okay students, the theorems that we have done today, that only you have to write, not the previous theorems. Okay students, and we will meet in the next video. Bye students.